Welcome to Jerkin Around.
Today we talk about.
Oh my
sorry,
gosh.
no.
What the heck?
Over.
Let's
Okay,
start
ready?
over. Jeez. Welcome to Jerkin Around.
Welcome. Today we talk about open marriages,
Teisha smelling of hearts.
cheating.
Lovies.
No, we didn't have lovies. Smellies.
Listen up.
Should we say it at the same time?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Jerkin Around. A podcast with Teisha and Crystal. Maybe we're meant to be on video. Okay, we're diving in. Jeff Lewis on BravoCon.
Yeah.
Do you guys watch Jeff Lewis? It's
I have no idea
He's one of
who
my.
Jeff Lewis
Okay, Flipping Out.
No
It's one of
idea.
my favorite shows ever. I just rewatched
I'm not
it.
into the reality TV as much. I used to
It's
be.
Flipping Out. It's about flipping houses. It's
Okay.
like not as reality
Is
TV.
it on HGTV?
No, it was on Bravo for
Gotcha.
years. And he's just like a boss, and it's about his business. It's not reality TV-ish. That's why it's good. It's just like real, like his
Yeah.
business.
Yeah.
And like you see it evolve, and you see all the struggles, and he fires people, tells off his clients. Like I love it right now because I'm like, ooh.
Yeah.
And I always wanted to be like him. Like I think about Jeff Lewis when we do business, and I'm like, Jeff Lewis doesn't let his clients push him around. Like he's the boss.
Yeah.
So I've always strived to be, but he's the one that knows. So let him lead, you know?
Yeah.
So anyways, so he's really off the Cusco. He said a few weeks ago that Kyle Richards is a lesbian on Ozempic.
Oh, it's that guy.
He says like what you're thinking.
Yeah.
You know? So this week at
She doesn't
BravoCon.
look as skinny. I feel like she got off the Ozempic.
Well, yeah, because you have to weed off.
Yeah, like you'll be 90 pounds.
No, she looked pretty skinny at BravoCon.
Really?
Yeah, like a little girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty skinny. It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Just different. But anyway, so this week he said, Kyle Richards hates Mauricio. She effing hates Mauricio. But when you watch the season, she does. And then he said, what was my whole point? It was something about, what were we talking about before this?
BravoCon.
No.
He was
Quitting
there.
real estate.
Dang. The whole punchline is gone.
Shoot. I thought you were talking about BravoCon because you were like, Jeff Lewis
Yeah,
was
but
there.
he said something about somebody and I couldn't. Oh, that was it. So on Housewives of Miami, there's a new girl who's actually something I like. She doesn't have any money. And so she went before they went on a trip and bought a Louis Vuitton to try to hang with the girls. It was
that's
sad. It was actually a really good moment. It was very
That's what
relatable.
you're saying, trying to be the life. Yeah, right? Isn't that what you're
Yes,
talking about?
the life with. Because
Yes.
we're talking about an influencer.
Yeah.
Those of you who are just joining us, because we were talking before we started recording.
Make sure you bleep out the name.
Yeah.
And we were talking about her life and like how people want it. And we heard she makes a lot of money by posting about things. And so I was saying, Jeff Lewis said, so this new girl on the Housewives, she's a single mom. She actually cheated on her husband. She was Mormon. She's very open about it all. It's very like, you're very curious. And she went and bought a Louis Vuitton to fit in with the girls and she has no money. It's like really sad. And Jeff Lewis said at BravoCon, why is she on the Housewives? He goes, we're not watching to hear about her struggle. We're watching to see the life of the rich and famous.
Yeah.
Something we aspire to be. Something, he goes, take her off, Andy.
Yeah.
Like to Andy. But it was funny but I was like, no, I actually was
But I don't think
curious.
he's wrong. That's why those shows are so popular.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
people do want that. They're
that-
like curious about the people that live that life.
But everybody's life is miserable. Everybody gets divorced and they're like on drugs.
And they have all these stressors that we all have. Too.
Yeah.
It's like,
It's
Well,
awful.
she was talking about Mauricio, and she was like, I think, Crystal, we were talking about it yesterday, and she's like, I think Mauricio, like, Kyle just finally got done with it. Like,
'Cause it
he's
was always
probably
all
cheating
about
on
him.
her. And I said, and she's done with the drama, and I go, well, it's like, now you're with a girl that's like a famous,
She won't admit she's with Morgan. There is no
but it's
admitting
like,
it.
you're totally, but I'm like,
There's no
it's one
admitting
thing
it.
if
I don't
you're-
get why we're not admitting it.
But like, you're not trading one for a better. It's like, if you really truly want to get out of that and have a happy life, you leave the spotlight, not date like a country star. Like, you're just getting right back into it.
No, I don't think she cares about the spotlight. I think it's just
But
always
that's what
about.
ruins it.
Well, the spotlight ruins it because they're both chasing their own.
Right. But, like, she's
he
still
has his
doing
show. She has her show. She doesn't know that.
Yeah.
If you're smart, you would say, let's both leave reality TV and save our marriage.
Exactly.
But she's not thinking that. She's thinking, take a licking and keep on ticking.
Yeah, but it's not going to get you there. It's not
I don't
getting
want
you there.
that. I just can't get over it. I can't get
Well,
over
I'm
that.
in my lesbian era and I'm happy about it.
No, I like that outfit. I don't think that's lesbian.
As I got dressed today, every day I'm like, Crystal's gonna make fun of me, and I didn't think I was gonna get made fun of last night when I got ready for work, and then I showed up
She
and
wore
I got
moccasins. Like moccasins.
I wore slides.
Slides.
But like fancy slides.
Dana agrees. No,
Fancy slides.
they're not fancy. There's not fancy. I wear those slides to like, they're like the shoes people wear to clean. Like your cleaning shoes, your shower shoes. They're not fancy.
No, they're not shower shoes.
They're not fancy.
They're from Lifestyle Co.
Okay, they're probably $40.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not fancy. It's a slip-on.
Oh, they're totally fancy.
And
so she's all, oh,
I have
wow.
a pair. I'll go
and
show
then
you
she's
them.
all
They're not fancy.
cotton pants. They were linen.
Still, it was a little frumpy.
I was like, oh my gosh. So anyways, I was getting dressed
today.
I was getting dressed today, and I was like,
That's a cute outfit,
she's
though.
gonna make fun of me today. Like she's gonna be like, is it winter? You know, like I am.
Well, I think she makes
If
herself
she
look.
didn't make fun of my outfit, it would be like something's wrong. You know.
I said, what did I say when you got out of the car?
You said I look cute today. I was shocked. Yeah.
I say it more than you never say I look cute. Was that funny? You don't like this outfit?
It's fine.
But like, I would like some feedback, you know? Like, hey, that doesn't look good. Tell me.
No, I always tell you when it's cute.
This is not very often. Like ever. Jen Keller, every time we see her, oh, I like your shirt, your shorts, your pants. We're twins. We're so cute. She said the other day, and I'm standing there thinking I have my best outfit on. And I'm like, oh, is this not good? You know? So now I'm just buying what they buy. I'm all okay.
No, it's so funny.
It just, maybe I'm a different style than her. That's how she would word it. Something like, try to be nice.
Mine's more like basic bitch. You know, like whatever's the trendy, stupid, everyone's doing it. I'm hopping on, you know?
See,
I feel like yours is more
whatever I feel like is working.
I
Yeah.
feel like everything's an improvement from the teal shirt. So
You're
Exactly.
right. We have come so far from the teal shirt.
I can't even believe
Well,
you wore
Sophia
that
has
in
helped
public.
me a lot.
In public on recording. Like now that I think about it, like,
Yeah, I do. We've come a long way.
yeah.
Oh my God.
I know.
And the
you would
bottoms
never
weren't
wear
great
that
either.
now.
I would not wear that now.
I feel like now if you wear it, I would say something.
Well, I don't like wear anything
the
cute
green.
for this. Do you like
I
this?
never look good for. I don't even wear makeup for this. I'm like,
Well,
should I
tell
get ready?
why. No, you said it to me the other day, and I loved it.
What did I say?
You said I don't want to get ready. I don't want people to think I dress like I don't get ready. You want to be real.
I dress like this every day. So
So do
unless
I.
I have work or we're going out to dinner.
Well, we work
So like I
this.
didn't want to get ready for the podcast because I was
fake.
like, it wasn't real. I want
Yeah.
people to. This is truly just me being me. So
I love that because I do think for a minute I felt like we should get ready, and then I wasn't as comfortable.
do you feel like it would be like more impactful if we got ready?
No,
like
I don't
better?
care. I don't care. Let's pray.
Yeah.
Dear God, thank you for this day.
no.
Thank you for
Didn't
the
we already
podcast.
pray?
No, we talked about praying.
Oh.
But way to interrupt me. Are you done?
Yeah.
Dear God, thank you for today. Thank you for Dana and for Teisha. Pray that we use this platform for your glory. Pray that we speak truth, but also add some funny in there for us today, Lord. We pray for our listeners that we help guide them and lead them to a better path. Thank you for all you do in your name, amen.
Amen.
I do think, so Teisha and I were in our job. Sometimes we don't like it. I saw a jerky this weekend that said, I keep thinking you're going to quit real estate. And it was so funny because I don't feel like we're in a quitting. We've been not quitting for like 3 months.
I feel like I always know you're not quitting, but you think you're quitting sometimes. But I'm always out. We're not quitting.
Well, we're very blessed in the fact that we don't have houses not sell too often. And when I say not sell, I mean not sell in the first 5 days. That's always our goal. That we normally 90% of the time achieve that. And so when I do have like this week, I have 2 that haven't sold in the first week, and then I want to quit again. Because I feel like
when you're having like a bad real estate time.
now when I don't feel successful, I want to quit because I feel like I'm giving it my all and it's not working. Maybe this isn't the right thing for me, you know. But
Yeah.
really, there's just a pivot. There's always a pivot in the
And
heart.
sometimes like I
think
feel
we're in a
like it's a
market
good
pivot
lesson
again.
in life. Sometimes you can give your all and it still doesn't work out, but it doesn't mean it's the wrong thing. You just got to keep going.
Thank you.
It's not on our time. It's on God's time.
Big lectures by Teisha.
Ah.
I was telling Kenzie and Casey this morning when we were driving. I was driving them to school.
Did you have to wake up and take them early?
I
How
did.
was it? It's not bad, right?
I don't think it's good. I'm nervous for next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm a morning person, so I like a long time before I have to leave. So it's a lot earlier to get up
Yeah.
to have that time. But it was okay. But they were having a Spanish test this morning, and Kenzie was telling me, and I was like, oh, well, I just copied Teisha's homework in high school. She would give me her homework after first hour. I had Spanish 6th hour.
So funny.
But I told Kenzie what happens in college is I was dead stupid because I didn't do anything in high school, so I knew nothing. So it was really hard in college because
Yeah.
I had to make up what I didn't know.
Yeah.
But anyways, we were talking about being real. Oh, yesterday we were on an appointment, Teisha and I. And so when we go to appointments, we get dressed. And I like everyone to be dressed like this is a profession and we take it seriously. Some realtors show up. I literally have showed houses and it's like, I think they just got out of bed, literally leggings, a t-shirt, and I'm not kidding. She's all, are you finished with the showing? I'm like, I don't think you brushed your teeth today. And I think that's why people think real estate's so stupid, is because people sometimes just don't work. They don't do anything to make it better.
Yeah.
Not saying you did that in your linen pants.
I'm
just picky about it.
On the cusp with
Have you seen Selling Sunset? No, I'm just kidding.
I know.
Their outfits though, sometimes I'm like, oh, okay.
Over the top.
There's no way you're working in that. You're missing one pole pant leg.
Yeah.
The girl
and like
had a thing.
stilettos.
Yeah.
Is that what they wear?
Oh yeah. Like now it's just like a thing. I don't think any of them are really realtors.
I think they did a study on it, and it was like one had like one listing in a year, and it wasn't like they truly.
Yeah. One, I'm like, who's your TC?
Yeah.
Like, do you have a TC?
Yeah.
Transaction coordinator?
Okay.
Like, because we all do that together, and I'm like, this isn't real. Do you guys work on how to be more efficient? Like, I was thinking about all night.
Yeah.
So funny.
But I saw their dress, and I'm like, they're not wearing slides. No way. But,
they're also on a show.
well,
True.
you never know. Bravo might be here tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm all.
They hear all this.
Got a call.
Yeah.
Bravo.
And I don't, let's be clear, I don't dress in leggings. I would never be going to show house in leggings, but I do think you can look super cute in like jeans and a cute top. And I don't like work clothes. Like, I don't like slacks. I think it just looks trying too hard on me. Not on everyone. I'm not comfortable in it. So like I always have stupid work clothes because they're so not authentic to who I am. And
That's what I think it is. I'm like, what a schmata.
They're not authentic to what I am at all. Like I'd be way more confident in like jeans and a cute top and like a, something like.
Totally.
So I always look stupid in work clothes because they're just like, I'm like, what's not jeans that I can find that's, I don't know. I'm not comfortable in a suit. I look weird.
I don't want you wearing a suit.
No, but I'm just saying, like, I don't like the slacks and the shirt. Ugh, it just does not look good on me.
And however you feel is coming through.
Yes,
You know?
exactly. So
I feel like she might have just woken up from a nap, but she's here. That's the part I'm just like a little more like I've been running around all day.
Yeah.
Not in slides. Like from the office to here to there.
Yeah.
My old broker
but like, if I was
very
running
big on
around,
that.
I wouldn't be in heels.
Yeah.
I'm never wearing heels. Like,
Yeah.
So it's hard because I feel like if we're wanting me to dress cute, it's got to be different. But if we're wanting me to dress, they're not the same. The work and I can't find
Nobody
a way to
cares
meet
about
them.
this topic.
Casual.
Yes.
This is just an intervention with Dana. We
Yeah,
can
we're
move
just
on to something
talking. Yeah, we can cut
interesting.
that. Yeah.
I'm asleep.
Yeah.
No, but I don't even want to talk about my
All
old
right,
broker was
we
really
can just
serious
cut
about
that,
it, but
yeah.
I don't really care.
Just cut it.
But let's go back. Okay, so the
What were
Bravo.
we talking
So
about?
we had a listing appointment yesterday, and we were meeting with. So we get to see all kinds of weird things in our job. Not weird, but hard scenarios, right? Like sometimes you have to sell your house because you're out of money. Sometimes you're getting divorced, and we have to make a lot of money so they can both have a chunk to get a new house. Sometimes we had a couple that bought a business. They lost on the business, couldn't afford their house anymore, and at that time, we couldn't even make them green, meaning they would have had to pay to sell. And that's one of the first that we painted everything, painted cabinets, staged it, really gave it our all to try to get them more. And we ended up making them $50,000 from having to pay 10 to making 50. Do you remember? Mm-mm. Oh.
Who is it?
Susan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, remember? The dog. Remember? They're so sweet. But it's a lot of pressure when you're in those scenarios because this is make or break for them. That's why we started like doing all we can do because we want to make them money. But anyways, yesterday we were with a couple and they're just recently going through a divorce. And it was one of the days I realized I do really love this job because some days I really don't. Like on Saturday I didn't love the job because there were showings and no one's writing an offer and I'm getting annoyed.
Yeah.
But yesterday I felt like it was a reminder that God called us here for a reason. But we were talking about this couple's amazing and they're so respectful and great to each other. They started a business and they just worked themselves sick. And they kind of worked themselves away from family time, couple time, structure.
Yeah, it was like struggle. You know when you're trying to get a business off the ground, overworked, underappreciated.
By both of them. They both worked for the business. Yeah.
Yes.
And it's just like such a big reminder on what we stand for. I posted that umbrella, like husband, wife, kids, the things I believe in. I'm trying to get Teisha to believe in those, but I'm just kidding. We both believe in. And I got lit up by a friend of mine who I went to church with. I guess it's from like the Duggars, that church group that they follow.
Yeah.
We watched it, the documentary. And the documentary was eye-opening about the Duggars and their religion. And I don't support some of those things because there were some things that were weird.
Extreme.
Yeah, extreme. But she's a counselor, a good friend. I love her. And it's always good to see another perspective.
Totally.
But she was like, I have so many women that are so messed up from these preachings of like women not being empowered because of the man first. You know, so it was I would say less than awkward response. I just said thank you for that, input.
It's great that they feel comfortable enough to go to you with the different.
Yeah, and I was like, thank you for that insight. I didn't know it was from that religion.
Yeah.
And I do believe that we have to try to keep first things first, but I'm so glad you showed me that side.
Yeah.
And then she sent the middle finger.
No, she didn't.
But anyways, I think it's just like...
That's hard though, because I feel like any good thing that has a good core can be taken to an extreme and become a bad thing. So it's not necessarily that model is bad. I don't even know what model you're talking about. So
no, but I think I bug her all the time. I think it was like finally the time to kind of
come at you.
Yeah, I think she's more like annoyed by a lot of my posts. That's kind of the vibe I got.
Okay.
But I think it was like go time. It was like something tangible she could get.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's kind of how I felt. I felt like, oh, I really aggravate you.
Yeah.
Maybe,
maybe an unfollow.
Maybe it's an unfollow time. Yeah. Because she's great though.
Happens.
Like I love her and like she's married and everything.
Yeah.
But I think there's such a twist on that in society. I think about it all the time. The power of the man and the woman working together, staying a family unit, and then also all the things.
Right.
But I just think for specific families, the families I've seen struggle, I think we've lost the core of the family, of what our priorities are.
But if someone posted, work your butt off to start this business,
everybody would support it.
Work late, work weekends, work till 9 p.m.
That's Gary Vee. And he's all about that.
Right.
I love him.
So if someone posted that, and then let's say someone did that, and they took that extreme and went extreme with it. They took that idea and they went extreme with it, and then they lost everything. It would be like, yeah, that was not a good thing, but it was trying to get the point across that you have to work hard to start a business. So that's what I'm saying.
Tell me someone though that gave it all and didn't ruin their family. I'm being so serious. It's the hardest thing.
Yeah, you got to find a balance.
Like Amazon lost his family.
Right.
Everybody that risks everything loses their family. But they're still looked at as a success story. That's what drives me crazy.
Well, it's hard because do you remember that Hillary Swank movie so long ago where her brother got convicted?
And she lost her marriage.
She went to she had to fight for him, so she became like a lawyer or something.
Yeah.
And to fight to get him out because he was like wrongly convicted or something.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
I know.
It's all that.
And so she was fighting so hard for him, and she lost her husband and like her family. I don't know if she had a kid or not, but I just remember
I think she was just married.
It was so hard because it was
in the movie you're supporting her.
Well, and
she's
fighting for somebody, for her brother. So it's like, what's right,
I know.
Because it's so hard. But I just think that like sometimes the idea of the post or the idea of the values or whatever can be good. It's when people take it to an extreme. That's not on that. That's on them.
Yeah. Well, that's everybody.
Yeah.
But it's like I've said. And I've had actually people bring this up to me about the working mom thing. A few people have said that was really relatable to hear me say that it wasn't easy for me to stay home.
Yeah.
That they felt that way and they felt guilty about it. I still feel guilty when I was talking about it. I was talking to a teacher at the school this week. She was like, hey, I heard that really helped me because I tried staying home and I just wasn't fulfilled.
Yeah.
And I still feel always guilty about that. Like at work, I'm like, even this week I was talking to you about taking a client of mine and I always want to keep it. Like it's always in my gut. Of course I want to keep every client, but if I keep saying yes to those things, I'm saying no to my husband, my kids, my sanity, and then I just give Kyle and the kids the very last of me because I'm on empty.
Yeah.
But it's so tempting because it's money. It's like, ooh, but then that would help our family.
Yeah.
Because of the money, and even that influencer that makes whatever money. I don't think it looks like her family's good, but I saw this post, Teisha and I talked about it, and it said the happiest couples on Instagram are the ones that never talk about their spouse. And I was like, that is so true. And I thought about in my life, all the couples that I think are happy, they never post about their spouse.
Yeah.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
I've seen something similar where it's like the longer the caption,
yeah, the worse the marriage.
The worse the marriage.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So like,
really?
Like I love you so, like on, and then the next week
we have one that
we're
we
going
talk about.
through divorce.
Take that out.
I don't know. I don't think they're jerky, but I think someone might listen that knows what we're talking about.
Well, that's almost more of a giveaway.
Yeah.
What you're saying. They live in Michigan.
Yeah, they do.
Okay. So anyways, but talking about Kyle Richards, I'm going back. When she was on the podcast, or when she was on the panel, she cried, and you were feeling bad for her. Because she cried.
Well,
about
no, I was
Mauricio.
having hope that maybe she does have emotion left towards Mauricio. Because I really want him to work it out.
Yeah.
They have a family, and I think that...
So if he's cheated on her for years, do you still want them to work it out?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell us more about that.
Well,
I'm on call her
first of
daddy
all,
right now.
if...
No, it's a topic I think about all the
Because
time.
if he's cheated on her for years, she knew about it, and she was fine with it. And then it was just all of a sudden not fine when she meets someone else. So that, I feel like, is a double...
Well, she left him. She said that publicly.
That's what I'm saying, because she met someone else.
Yeah.
She started having a relationship with someone else.
Yeah, she doesn't say that.
But she is. Right.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. So, two wrongs don't make a right or whatever. Maybe I'm
But
not.
she doesn't want to be with him. He didn't break up with her because she cheated.
No, I'm saying she was fine with it when he was cheating. She just wasn't fine with it once she met someone she wanted to be with.
Yeah, I think that's
So that's
a
why
little
I feel like they're all doing it, so I still think they should work it out.
I know. Do you think people are okay with cheating? I've heard of a few people that supposedly are okay with cheating.
Like,
Married couples.
oh, I feel like an open, yeah.
I don't know if it's officially open. I think it's only one side.
It's like turning the other cheek because it's
because
like,
of the life. Do you think that more often, this is a little controversial, but do you think that women that stay home would be more likely to stay
Yeah.
in an unhappy marriage?
500%.
I think if they don't have a way to earn a solid income, they're
Yeah.
kind of trapped there.
It's hard though. In today's society, how do you have two families? I mean, when talking with this wonderful couple yesterday, their mortgage, I'll just tell you numbers because you don't know them. Their mortgage is like $1,400 because they bought it at a good time.
So low.
So now for both of them to go rent, it's $2,200 for one and $2,200 for another. So to run now the same family, that's what's so mind-blowing about when we chase work. We chase work to provide. And then in turn, we end up ruining our family. And now we've split households onto income. And now you have to work double as hard to sustain the old life that you had that you could have worked less to keep.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. It's crazy.
And I think that there's a huge portion of, I see this in men more than women, but a huge portion of people who justify that by saying they're providing
For their family.
when really they're just fueling their ego.
Oh, that is hard to swallow even because you're right. And I always say people ruin their families providing for their families. But even for me, and even, I don't know if you ever have this, but like sometimes it's hard. It's like really a battle for me to like focus on, I don't need it all, I need enough. And it's like a battle because maybe I do have an ego in the success category. Teisha tells me that all the time.
And not all the time.
But
That's a
sometimes
little.
the need to achieve, right?
Yeah.
I have that
See,
need
mine's
to
the
achieve.
need to have money. Like when you're all, they make this much, millions of dollars. I'm all, I'm not mad if I make
Do you think
millions of
that's
dollars.
security because you grew up with nothing?
Maybe.
Not being rude.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it's had stuff. I wasn't like on the streets.
But it was more
I mean,
volatile.
yeah, you were close.
No.
You didn't have the electric on.
Yeah, but that's because my mom was on drugs. It's not like it was, but like at another house that had my dad had a steady job forever and made good money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But why do you think that is?
What do you mean?
That money, like why is that? Because money is nothing to me. But I grew up, we
That's
didn't
what
have
she's
a lot
like,
of money.
it's just money. I'm all, you're black.
See, we grew up-
give me the millions. I want it.
I don't think money has any value to me. It's weird.
See, and I have no value to achievement. Like, I think it's so strange to me that, like, I can't even picture it. Not strange bad. I mean,
Yeah.
like, I am
Don't
not
crave it.
motivated by it
Yeah.
at all. Like, if I made $5 million a year and not one person knew I was successful, great.
So you think the money makes you feel like you've made it?
It makes me feel secure and that I can do the fun things and the things that bring me joy with my family.
Did you never get to do things that brought you joy as a kid?
Yes, maybe,
So
that's why. Yeah.
So
Are you competitive?
she is.
In
I'm not.
certain things.
Yeah, in all things.
You think?
Are you kidding? Is that like, are you
But
being
the
serious?
things I don't care, I'm not. Like at CrossFit, I never sign in.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I don't care.
No, I'm like that too. I'm not
Yeah.
very competitive though. I wouldn't say I'm competitive.
Only about the things that like,
I only care, I'm not.
why do you ask?
Yeah.
Because I think it's correlated with like your need to achieve. So like her need to achieve is to achieve in your need. It surprises me that you are competitive because you don't have that
need to
drive
achieve, right?
Yeah.
You do like to be like, this is getting awkward.
I'm all.
Well, I think like if you went in a room and there was 10 girls that were cuter than you, that would bother you. Or dressed cuter, not like physically.
Yeah, like I can't control my face.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
yeah.
but I mean it.
Yeah.
There's a need there.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, oh, Susie's
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Like, I feel like that, or like...
But I feel like my mom always put value on like appearance.
Yeah.
So I very much, like my mom was gorgeous. So it was
Yeah.
always like dress nice, look cute. So that's why I try not, like Kennedy, she looks homeless most days for school. And I'm all, you look great. Like I don't even say anything. I don't even
mom was
say
like
you look
that,
great.
too.
I don't even make a thing. Because I just want her to know her values, not in her appearance. Because I totally have that.
Well, and your mom led with that. That's how she like got everywhere, was through her, she was a
Right.
looker.
Well, and I think generationally for our group of people, we were being raised by mothers who were trying to find their place.
Yeah.
When so much was how they looked too.
Yeah, you're right.
Like they didn't have the luxury of choice. That's
Yeah.
how they got anything.
Yeah. Yeah, my mom put a lot of emphasis on that too, but I almost revolted against it.
Yeah.
Like I purposely wore really
that's so
bad things.
interesting
And
how
I'm
you do the
purposely
opposite.
like very like it like makes me feel weird to if I was the best looking or whatever person in a room, I would absolutely hate it.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Or like cutest dressed, I would rather dress down and go away than be like, yeah, why I don't know why that is.
Funny. Deep dive.
That's why she won the bathing suit contest. Is because she had to be the best.
Probably, you know.
No.
That's why I got
And
a
I don't
job
know
at
why
18,
money.
like idiot.
I don't know why money. I think because my parents didn't have a lot and they had like eternal things. I always say this, and I saw people around us get lost in the money game and they ruin their marriages or this or that. And so I'm always like, money means nothing. Because I always tell my mom, don't worry, she'd always cry we had no money, you know? And I'd be like, Mom, but you have the things money can't buy.
Yeah.
You and Dad, like everybody always looked at my parents as like the cutest.
Yeah.
And like their parents are all, I said screw you, you know?
Yeah.
And my mom's all, Bob, you
Yeah.
know? I read something too that said
I'm down for the money, so I'm all right. Well, you know.
Who needs eternal things? Give me the money.
No, like I'm into the eternal things too, but yeah.
Not so much. Well, you're into the security though. Security is like your thing with your food storage and, you know, the weird like wanting to not get a hysterectomy.
Yeah, I like the security. I'm very like cover all the bases.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And I'm like, oh, we'll wing it.
Yeah.
Natalie, my best friend growing up, and I always used to say, it can all work out. And we used to do this thing where anytime something crazy came up, we'd be like, it's going to all work out. And we were like in church together and everything always worked out. It's crazy when you like focus on something not working out, but it's really working out. You like see things so differently.
Yeah.
You know? Because sometimes the pivot isn't working out.
Yeah.
See, that's hard for me because I'm all, everything will go wrong. How do I mitigate?
Yeah. See, I don't mind the things going wrong usually.
Yeah.
It's weird. But anyways, the marriages, I just see it so often, I think. And it's a battle for me. I think that's why I'm so sensitive to it, is because I don't want that to happen to me or Kyle. Because we both work a lot.
What do you think the solution is?
I don't know what the world solution is, but for me, I have to like giving away. Like that's my way of like taking the power away. Like I don't need all of them. I just need a few of them. And I don't care to have all this money. I just care to have enough. Like I think that's why. And I just try to like, even keeping the team small is hard for me because I naturally would like to be the #1 team in the state. That's just like, that's very intrinsic for me to want that. But I also, Teisha helps me with that too, stay grounded. And she's like, well, why do you want this? What is that going to bring? Does that help you get to your goals? When I say, hey, let's hire so-and-so. She's like, well, tell me why, you know? And like, does this really helping us? Do we need this? So it's kind of fun though, in real estate world, people like our title called me the other week and was like, hey, I have a perfect agent for your team. And I was like, yeah, no, thank you. And she's like, wait, what? Because every other team is like, more, give me more people. But I'm like, I don't want more bodies.
Yeah.
I want, if someone's going to add value to us, okay, but I don't know. And with Kyle, it's harder, but I'm okay with the man going to gather. I don't mind him working a lot. I think it's very attractive how hard he works and all that. But is it hard sometimes, like, I don't see him because he's in the office till I go to sleep? That's hard. And like sometimes he's missing the family a little. But I don't see that kids are as affected by that as if the mom's not home. and the mom's not around. Because I think we're like more nurturing.
Yeah.
They're
And like
more-
the mom's better at keeping all the things functioning in the house. The dad isn't as good.
Well, they're not as patient. They're not as wired as good. I mean, in certain circumstances, sometimes maybe they are. But Kyle's not. He gets real worked up when I'm gone.
Yeah.
But I am finding so I battle this all the time. So with coaching, I had this is kind of a bad thing, but I had a friend kind of mention I was upset about something and I was crying. I know that's shocking to Teisha, but I was crying about it and I said, I'm just so busy. I'm doing the best I can. And she said, maybe you're just too busy. And I like that just like is a gut check to me. I'm like trying to find where I could take away, but Teisha always tells me I'm fine. Like you're not too busy. You're fine. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, well, you're gonna you're created to be busy, so you're gonna fill it with something. So might as well fill it with work and
like better things.
Yeah.
So with cheer, now that I'm coaching on Tuesdays and Thursdays, Kyle's the boss. Like they try to ask me if they can go here or there after school, and I'm like, you gotta talk to dad, and I love it because he gives me a break. And so Friday night I had to do the Liberty game, and he went to O'Connor to see my nephew, and Maddie had all these plans. I was like, you gotta talk to dad. And like since the cruise on this I Love Kyle tour, I am letting him make those decisions. And and even coaching, like working with Cindy and like me having to be an assistant at home, I'm so the boss.
Yeah.
That it's helping me learn. Like sometimes the girls will say something, I'm like, I don't think that's what Cindy did, but I have to support it in front of them and talk to her in private.
So it's like practice for it.
Yeah, and I'm better at it at cheer than I am at home. I'm all, Kyle, why would you let them?
Yeah.
Instead of like, hey, come here, you know?
Yeah.
So it's helping me like learn to sit back. And so I find that they have a better relationship with him when I do let him make some decisions. And he understands me more when he has them alone. Like, it's annoying.
I think that's the best part because then
I love
he'll
that.
vent to me. Mike will vent to me about like they did this and this, and I'm like,
this is every day.
That's every day.
Exactly.
Oh, we picked up Hudson last night because she gets in at 9:30. Oh my gosh! Then he called me yelling about this and that from cheer, and I'm like, Kyle, don't feed into it.
Yeah.
And then he got home. I have to go right to bed, and I'm like, no, you have to tuck everyone in. This is the whole late shift.
Yeah.
Tuck everyone in. I usually have to make Hudson food at 9:30.
Yeah.
And I have to clean up the house. He's all, this sucks. I'm all, I told you.
I know Ben always vents when he's like on shift, but I hate it. I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't vent to you every day. You know?
Sometimes I'd rather just do it than get the calls.
I can't stand the vent. The vent drives me nuts.
But if I lived a day in Kyle's shoes, I wouldn't be able to survive. Like he gets up so early.
And like shoveling.
And my mom keeps calling me.
Yeah.
She's called me. Justin said, my brother said that she called him yesterday and said he's at a conference with his whole team. And she calls him and says, hey, Just, there's three men in a wheelbarrow out front. And he goes, okay, Mom, like, I'm busy.
Yeah.
Just didn't say anything. Hey, Jess, there's 3 men in a wheelbarrow out front. He's like, okay, great, Mom. I'll call you later. She's so weird.
She's so funny.
Yeah, I know. He's all, okay, are they stealing something? Like, what's happening?
She's so
But
funny.
she's called me 10 times and said, Kyle works so hard. And I was like, yeah.
That's cute.
We play landscaper at home, too. You know? Kyle Richards for sure plays landscaper.
He's plowing all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
It's really bad.
Oh, it's so funny.
So my next thing on Housewives, I'm stopping to watch because of Aaron's talk. I've cut back, but you can see a marriage before it's gonna go. Like there's one right now that I'm like, next season they'll be done. It's sad though because they really, I think, believe it's not gonna go. Like they think they're okay, and I'm like, you're not okay. You're gonna be divorced.
Like they're so in it, they can't see it.
Yeah. It was the couple I've talked about a bunch where he started going back to work and they're like trying to balance.
Oh, yeah.
And Whitney, and it's not balancing. And like, so now she's telling him to sign up for counseling. He has a conference and she had her daughter's birthday party planned and they didn't talk. He's like, I can't miss this work conference. And I feel like I'm team guy. I'm like, you can't miss the work conference. Like, do the
It's
daughter's
a birthday party. Who
Yeah, I don't
cares?
think it's that big of a deal. And like, she wants her mom there. She's 13.
Yeah.
Like, Maddie's like, can you keep dad out of the party?
Yeah.
You know, it's weird. And so she's trying to move the party so he can be there. And he's like, I'll help you. I mean, do what you need to do.
Yeah.
And then she's like, you need to call the counselor. And I'm like, let him be a man. Like,
Yeah.
he's the man. Let him be the man. But maybe I'm wrong. Clearly, with the text I got, you know,
What text?
the umbrella is not working.
Oh, the umbrella.
I don't know. It's working for me. It worked for my parents. My dad did a lot of weird things, though. Like, he did the laundry and got the...
Yeah, but you're not someone that doesn't speak up. That's what I'm saying. If these women that are in the umbrella and they're feeling taken
Yeah, you're
advantage
right.
of, there's a deeper issue. They're letting someone walk all over them. You're
Totally.
still able to not be a
I'm
doormat,
not a
but
doormat.
put your husband first. I'm the furthest thing from a doormat, but I still make sure Ben is
the man.
Yes. And
How do you make sure?
yeah, no.
No, for real though. What
No.
things do you do? No, besides in the bedroom. What things do you do to make him feel like a man? I know the things.
I'm tired. Oh, he likes it when he's leaving for work.
Yeah.
If I get off the phone or I'm not doing work, I have to like acknowledge that he's leaving. Like I have
Go
to
hunt.
I have to put all my things down and be like, because sometimes we're like talking about like the day or whatever work, and he'll be like, I'm leaving, and I just want to be like, get out of here, see ya, you know, like
Bye.
Yeah, like is there an announcement? Like
Yeah.
I'm leaving, everybody. Like boom, like it's so stupid. So I'm all. But I know when he says he's leaving, I have to. So I'm like, I gotta call you back. Ben's leaving.
And I'm always like, Ben's leaving.
So I gotta hang up and I have to be like, oh honey, have a great day. Oh, I love you. Give him a kiss. Like he has to be acknowledged on his way out the door. It's so.
Do you have to acknowledge him on the way in?
When he comes in, I have to acknowledge that he's there. Unless
like how? Do you have to get up?
Well,
Do you have to go give him a kiss?
I have to just be like, hey honey, how was your day? Or like an acknowledgement.
Yeah.
Like if you just kept scrolling and he walked in?
He'd be like, well, hey, nice to see you too. Oh, 100%.
Oh, we'd be fighting if I did that.
Yeah, you have to acknowledge.
Really? You acknowledge too?
Yeah.
Oh
The
shoot.
acknowledge is big.
Maybe I need to acknowledge more when he gets home. I do say, how's your day? But I think he would like a kiss. Sometimes they like a
I'm
kiss.
just like, hey, like when I walk in, I don't care if there's acknowledgement.
Me either. I'm like, please don't talk to me for a few minutes.
Yeah, I couldn't care
I
less.
hope no one knows I'm home.
Yeah.
Like I would sneak in my room, you know, and then
Couldn't
they all
care
start
less.
coming in and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, here we go. Well,
And then he
reason
likes
they
the
keep-
house clean. I always clean the house.
Before he gets
so
home.
So he comes home, I like check his location. I'm all, guys, Dad's almost here. Everyone's all, you know? And I'm
That's
all
cute,
wiping.
though.
So he comes home because he gets very stressed out when
I would get
everything's in
stressed, too.
disarray.
Yeah.
So he comes home to a nice clean house. Like,
I feel like you do, and you let him have a say even when it's something you don't agree with.
oh, it's all the time I don't agree with. I'm all,
Dad said.
yeah, Dad said. And then if I talk to him privately, hey, like, why do you think that that's a big deal? He's all, Ken's on her phone this morning talking to her friend about their outfit. I'm all, waiting
So
for the
you'll support
punchline.
that in front of him?
So, yeah. And,
What do you say?
well,
How do you even support
if he's
that?
yelling at her and she's like, Dad's yelling at me, I'm like, well, put it up. And then I'll tell him, honey, why is that a big deal? Like, she's
That's a
not,
good idea.
She's not late for school.
I'd be all, this is fine, Kyle.
It's what, yeah, if she's not late for school, if she, like, I just don't think it's a big deal to get ready with your friend on the phone. Like, who cares?
Yeah.
That's so dumb, right?
Yeah, I agree.
I wouldn't think it was a big deal.
No.
I feel like
But
that's
he's
what
so mad
people
about
do.
it. Like, he can't believe it. Like,
Really?
I was, like, on the phone all the time, like, with my house phone, like, the cord wrapped around, you know? I'm all, like, stretching the cord, like, you know, it was, like, stretched, like, to my room, you know? I'm
Yeah.
like, what's the big deal? But, yeah, he's so worked up about it. Like, she's on the phone, 7:20, and I'm all, is there some sort of
So
rule?
you still will be like, Ken, get off?
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, Ken, get your stuff done, then you can talk. And then I'm like, honey, why is it a big deal? And then once I tell him, then he goes in there, that's fine, you can talk, but make sure you know, like, he always has to, he's pretty good once I call it to his attention. I just have to be like, private. If I do it in public, then it's like a power.
Okay. So we were talking about the open marriages, and I do think with cheating, I don't know. Kyle's dead set, in which I would tell him this too to his face, that like, you cheat, you're out.
Yeah.
But I have seen couples that have cheated that have worked through it, and I
Yes.
do think their kids are okay. Like,
Yeah.
I do think they still have that family unit.
Yeah.
And I do think, like, I'm going through some things right now with a friend, and it's super hard. And where Teisha's really good is, like, we've been through things. And, like, even if I do something stupid, like, that could be hurtful, she always sees the good in it anyways and knows that I'm good, even if if something hurts her feelings. Part of it is that she doesn't have a lot of feelings, so it's not that.
They're not hurt very easily.
They're not hurt very easily as compared to me, who I'm very feeling centered. Like, I feel like I lead with my feelings a lot. So I wonder, like, if your husband or wife is your, like, unconditional till death do us part person, this, like, sometimes cheating happens because there's other things going on in life or in marriage or in your own midlife crisis. Like, it's sometimes a sign of needing help. Same with, like,
Most marriages that are good, I don't feel like cheat. I feel like the marriage is on the rocks.
Yeah.
yes.
Or like something's
Or
off.
it's a drunken, Kyle says that all the time. That's,
Huge red flag.
yeah,
Or-
or that's why you don't drink without each other. Because I was telling Kinsey and Casey, they're like our nieces. They spent the night last night. We were talking about choices because some of their friends are starting to drink and this stuff.
Yeah.
And I said, all my bad choices in my whole life were when I was drinking.
Right.
Like, I never made a bad choice, hardly
Right.
ever sober.
Yeah.
And not that I'm proud of ever drinking. I told my drink when I was 21, and it was stupid. It doesn't work for me. It makes me sad. But like, so much, your mindset is not the same if you've had alcohol.
And you can be totally like happy and
we're not supporting cheating either.
But just like even a drunken fight. Like
you say things you don't mean any of it.
Or like emotions come that aren't even real.
Tell about the Vegas fight?
Oh, it's so funny.
We had Teisha and Ben. We all went to Vegas, and Vegas is not a good place.
Years ago. This is like
10 years ago, maybe. Yeah, it was a while. So it was really fun though until that. Like we all went. We were at the pool all day. Like 10, 12 of us.
Yeah, it was like a bunch of couples.
It was a 24-hour trip.
Yeah,
it was so fun. But she didn't eat much.
I was doing macros, so I wasn't eating very much because I was saving all my macros for the alcohol. So then I got way drunk, and I'm a very fun drunk. This has never happened. Yeah, this is like the one and only time. I'm a super fun drunk. I have a great time, and then I pass out and go to sleep. Yeah. Like I'm not a drama drunk. So. But Ben wanted to, we were all at the pool hanging out, and Kyle's not a big pool guy, so he wanted to go gamble, and Ben loves gambling, and he loves Kyle, so Ben wanted to go gamble with Kyle, and I got mad, because I was like, it's my birthday, and we should be hanging out, and everyone's with their husband, and then I was mad. And so I got so irrational. I was like a crazy person.
I've never seen her like that. We talk about it all the time.
Like I was like, I'm leaving you. I'm taking the kids. Yeah. We're getting a divorce like psycho. But I was like, so drunk.
You better have your stuff out.
Yeah.
But like it was like slurring. So it was clear she wasn't.
That level.
So Jen and I were in the hall having a meeting. What do we do? How much do we intervene?
And then my friends were all knew I was out of my mind.
But
and this
she was being
real.
So nasty. We didn't want to get on her shit list either.
But they took his side. And then I was all.
He was right. He didn't
so
do
then
anything.
I was like, you guys, I'm done with my friends.
Yeah.
It was like trying to help crazy
Ben.
town.
Ben was a mess. He's like, she's leaving me. I'm like,
he's crying. Yeah, and everyone's all, it's fine.
Just go. And because we were all going to dinner. And I was like, come to dinner. And he's like, I can't leave her. She's already leaving me. I'm like, she needs to sleep. She's not leaving you. She is whack.
And then I woke up the next morning and he's all...
No, so he stayed in with her. We all go to dinner.
And I was like verbally abusive that night. Like it wasn't
awful.
okay.
We still talk about the things she said. We're not going to air them.
I'm not going to say what I said.
Because it was so bad. It was like in front of all of us. And I was all, is he? Like, I was all, this is news to me, you know? Because I know them really well. I had lived with you already, I think. And I was like, I don't think
I just said really weird, hurtful things. I didn't even remember. And then I woke up the next morning and I'm all,
I'm sorry, baby.
Yeah, but I was all, hey. And then he's all, you know, and he's all, are we okay? I'm like, yeah, we're fine. Why? And he's like, you said some really, and I was like, oh, I did?
So we see her, they went and got a massage like it was normal, and I'm like, what are you doing? She's all, oh, no, what's up? And Ben's fine, and I'm like, wait, what the heck?
But I'm saying, like, if I would have been in a situation where there was a guy there, and Ben left, and this guy was like, hey, it's like, you don't know what could have happened. Like, what if I would have kissed some guy? Because I was so out of my mind. I don't even remember. I was like blackout drunk. It's like so loser to even talk about on the podcast.
I think many people have.
But I'm saying so, and like, we had a good marriage, and like that's why it's so important you don't put yourself in those positions to be drunk without your spouse. I think that's like just being safe,
a recipe for disaster.
Safeguarding your marriage. It's like you put safeguards in place for other things. Why wouldn't you put that for your marriage?
Totally.
But what I was talking about, the open marriage. So having an open marriage is different than a bad marriage that someone cheats and it's a mistake and then you fix it and you go to counseling and work through it. I think people can do that. And
I think there has to be a pivot in the marriage. Yes. Like it can't just be like we brush that under a rug and keep going.
And like
it has to be like someone
made one discretion, they work through it, things change 180.
Yeah.
I've known marriages that happen and they work through it, and it's crazy.
The fracture that then they grow stronger.
And I think that's amazing when they can do that and have that forgiveness and like, and
I understand if you can't do that.
Totally.
I totally understand that too.
If you can't,
I don't know if I could. It's one of those things.
I feel like I
don't know what I could. I don't know what I would do.
I feel like I'd always think about that. That would be so hard to move past. I'd be like, every time he tries to kiss me, I'm like, oh, you kissed that girl? You know, like I'm mad at him right now thinking about it.
Would you be more mad about a one night stand or an emotional affair?
Emotional affair.
I agree.
I feel like a one night stand I would maybe be able to get over more. Like, emotional affair I could never get over.
Even if they didn't touch?
Just like talking to some girl all the time?
Like getting super close to some
that would really bother me.
Yeah.
Hard.
Yeah. But open marriage, I feel like no one...
What is an open marriage?
Like when you allow no one really wants that.
No, but I do think Hollywood and
one
some big
person
cities are going.
One person was unhappy and wants it, and the other just acts like it's fine to keep the person.
Yeah.
And like you're not happy as a woman if you're letting your husband sleep with other girls. You don't feel good about yourself
No, or your marriage or anything.
It's sad, and it's like that is just so. It's like a huge recipe for disaster. I feel like I've said that a lot today. It's like my saying of the day: recipe for disaster.
She says, "I don't lift my nails," and all I see her do constantly is lift her nails.
I don't
It's so
like when
weird.
they get long.
Yeah, I don't know, though. It's hard. I support both things. I think it'd be really hard to work through. I think I very much respect people that are able to work
You
through
don't
it.
support open marriage.
No, I'm talking about just cheating.
Yeah.
She FaceTimed me the other day when they were in bed at like 7:45.
No, it
And
wasn't 7:45.
they go to bed
It
early.
might have been 7:45.
Yeah, and you were having the birthday party, and I'm like, how are they in bed? They have like
Oh,
10 kids spending the night.
Yeah.
And it was like 8:30.
Yeah.
And she showed me the leg. Like,
Flopped
no, can I
over.
tell him what else you did? So then she's all, what, honey? I'm just smelling my own fart. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, so she's crop dusting herself and smelling it. And Ben's like, ugh. Like, it's weird. Why do you want to smell that?
We ordered pizza. This is the whole thing. We ordered pizza for the party, so I ate bad, like El Primo, like gluten, and it was, so I had like really like nasty farts. And so we were laying in bed, and it went, and I was all,
yeah.
and so he's like, are you farting like in the bed with me? So he's like ripping the covers down so it like airs out.
And then she's yelling, cover me up. And I'm like, can't you cover yourself? Like, what's going on? You can't lift a finger to cover your own leg?
No, he moved it too far. I was freezing. Like, he flipped it over. So I was like, flip it back.
He didn't appreciate the Dutch oven.
He did not. And this was my point. I told her last night, your own farts don't smell to you. That's just a thing that everybody knows.
Mine smell to me, and I don't enjoy it.
No.
Yes,
I'm not saying
Dana.
you enjoy it. I'm saying you're not bothered.
Yeah,
No, but
I am bothered.
They don't gross you out. Your own
I
farts
don't.
Not in the same way.
Exactly. If you poop in a bathroom and someone walks in, they're like, oh, but you're fine in there because it's your own smell.
I think you're a little more fine than most people with weird smells. This is just a fact. She likes the smell of a skunk. She likes sweat smells. If she thinks she smells, she's sniffing it for days.
Yeah, I don't mind.
She puts her hand in her pants and smells her hand.
I can't smell vomit though. That's the one. No, I don't do that.
She just lays right
I'm like, wait a minute. No, that is too far.
Her son does it. We have to stop it before kindergarten. They're going to be like,
Yeah, he'll be like, and I'm like, Fox. Like, it's so weird.
when he's tired, he really like has his hands in his mouth, smelling it. I'm like, what's going on? How do you put this kid to bed?
And then she's like, he does it because of you. And I'm like, I don't do
You
that.
smell weird things though. You
I do smell weird things.
Yeah.
Skunk is interesting.
Yeah. It
You
smells like
used to say like, Ben used to say.
And that smell doesn't bother me either. I don't smoke it, but the smell
She
doesn't
likes
bother
the
me.
Mary Jane.
No, I don't. But the smell doesn't bother me.
No, but I was gonna say something bad. You'll get mad.
Oh boy.
It was just weird. When you were first married, you did some weird things.
Oh my god. No, now it seems super weird. Cut that out.
Don't cut it, Dana.
No, cut it,
Let
Dana.
the listeners wonder. Ask us a question about.
Yeah,
what
that'll
Teisha
be
did.
on the
Remember
paid
when you used to-
subscription
you used to hold
content.
His.
Enough. This is paid content. No.
But our friend did tell us about coconut oil. She's very much enjoying it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
she bought a thing and likes it.
We have a paid subscription now. If you're feeling not in the mood, go ahead and grab some cookies.
Cookies.
I try to say
sponsorship.
Sootsies, and Kyle's like, "Don't you talk like that."
What'd you say?
Sootsies tonight,
Oh,
you know.
yeah.
But you
Oh,
guys, you gotta
so
hear
good.
Alexa the alarm. Snoozies. She says it. I swear to you. It's like starts my day off so good. I say, Alexa, snooze, and she says, "Okay, snoozies." I
That's
swear
so
to you.
funny.
I think it's from the podcast. She listens.
And it wouldn't be Sootsies, it'd be Sooties.
I'm sorry. Is there a dictionary on how to say IES?
There is. If it ends with an S,
Do you
you
guys
gotta
do
cut it.
smellies?
I don't mind.
a real word.
I don't mind the smellies of my own. I mean,
What else do you smell of yourself?
that's it.
I don't know. She crop dusts people a lot. Remember in the elevator with Rick Sharp?
Yeah, I don't mind. Like
She's not embarrassed. See, I'm super embarrassed about farting. Like, I am not comfortable.
I go to the bathroom with the door open.
Is it loud?
no, they're disgusting.
silent.
They're
Silent but
disgusting.
deadly. Remember SBD, silent but deadly?
They're disgusting.
Well, like, and I'm just a very.
It's almost
open-
like she's proud. As bad as they are.
I'm kind of proud. Like the smellier, the more, you know. Like, you know. I don't crave achievement in life, just money and smelly farts. Yeah. But no, so But like in the bathroom, like I go to the bathroom with the door open and I'm like talking to the kids. They'll come in and talk to me or I'll talk to bed. And he's like, oh my God. He walks in, shuts the door, flicks the fan on. And I'm like, why? Why?
Dana, do you do that? I don't go to the bathroom with the door
I'm
open.
a little more on Ben's side.
Me too.
I know.
Really?
100%. I don't mind peeing with the door open quickly, like halfway.
Pee all day.
But I do not poop with the door open.
Really?
For anybody. Or are you like looking and wiping with them right there?
I don't look, you look at your...
You have to make sure you get to clean.
Well, yeah, but I'm not like with the kids there. Like if I'm talking, I'm like, okay, I'm done, go. So I can wipe in private.
You don't just close the door.
I don't want the door closed. Why do I want the door closed? It's my house. If you don't like it, get out of the room, you know?
Sometimes.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom wherever I want. And if they don't like it, then they can go in the other room.
Oh my goodness. I just think just close the
What
door.
Do you
about
feel
Livy?
like there's-
When you live with her, did she do this?
I
She
feel
had her
like
own bathroom downstairs.
I feel like we need a poll because I feel like you always make me feel like I'm weird, and then we do the poll, and then everyone agrees with me, and then I'm all...
The banana split was me and Dana. I think you heard like one or two people say they agreed and you thought everyone agrees.
I'll do a poll because I'm curious to know.
Yeah, if you poop with the door open and you're married.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's fair enough. I don't know anyone
I think
else.
some people think like a woman should be like, oh no.
See,
you
I
know?
do think that.
Yeah.
I don't like fart
And
really.
I don't really care. I'm just like, everyone
Well,
does
but if
it.
Mike pooped with the door open, I'd be disgusted.
Me too. Kyle closes the door too.
Yeah, Ben closes the door, but
But you wouldn't mind if he didn't?
I don't care. I'm not standing there watching, you know?
But you're like talking to people, so they're close.
Yeah.
Do the kids come in your bathroom a lot?
All the time. And I'll be going to the bathroom. I'm like, I'm trying to go to the bathroom. Can you go?
In the bathroom.
Yeah.
Like Bear and CJ?
Not CJ, really.
What is Bear doing in your bathroom?
Like to come talk to me and ask me a question about something.
Oh, like in the mornings?
Yeah.
Like if I'm going to the bathroom and he'll be like, hey, did you pay for my library book that I lost? And I'm like, hello, you know?
Yeah. I do get that with Isla for sure. The boys,
Yeah.
not as
Yeah,
much,
I feel like,
yeah.
As they get older, it's less.
yeah, they kind of weed out, yeah. Anyways, okay, let's sum it up. This week, someone's like, are you going to work on that this week?
Oh, yeah. I was given a thing that I need to RSVP earlier to things. That was my task for the week.
Mine was,
funny.
so Kyle listens and he's heard me say I'm going to try to stay off social media more.
Yeah.
And every time I'm on, he's all, you said on the podcast, you're not going to be on social media anymore.
He's
I said,
so
I didn't say
funny.
anymore. I said way less, which I have been doing way less.
I'm barely on now. I feel.
Yeah, and it's better. But he's making things up. I never said never. I just said not as much.
You miss things though. You don't realize how like plugged in it makes you.
But do you think what you
But,
miss
like,
is important?
And I'm not missing it really. I'm not like, oh, Susie didn't get her, you know.
I know, because like
Susie
some
got
of
her
the bad,
license this week.
some
It's
of
like,
the
I don't
bad
know.
news stuff, I'm glad I missed. But then when I see it, I'm like, oh no, should I be paying attention? Like the stuff,
Like
the war
current
and stuff.
events,
Yeah.
yeah.
But then I feel like it just ruins my day.
And you're not getting a good source. Like, it's not good information from that source.
Totally.
I would say.
And that's what I remind
Better
myself.
than the news though.
All right, so don't do the deed, treat him nice. Make sure you take care of your man. Treat him like a baby. That's how they like it. Just like you hanging up to say goodbye. They
You
need
still
attention.
breastfeed, Kyle.
I mean, he would probably.
Yeah.
He's a big fan.
Oh my god.
Anyways.
You motorboat and stuff. You know? Didn't that remind you of that? You know? I know. All right.
Have a good week.
Yeah. Have a great
So
week.
sucky.
Thanks for listening. If you're really struggling, please reach out to a qualified professional, because that's not us,
We're just here to share our journey
and to make you laugh
and cry
and pick your nose.
and touch your boobs.